This is the most chaotic and hardest mod pack that I've ever played in my tens of thousands of hours in survival games. We have 5-star enemies, elemental and more powerful bosses, twice as many mobs as base Valheim, and a ton of gameplay mods, a bunch of which not only make the game significantly harder, but also make it more enjoyable and add a bunch of new amazing things for us to enjoy, and it all starts here. When I say this mod pack is going to be insane, I mean it. I won't go over all the details right now, because we'll get into each part as we reach it and kind of explain it as we get into it. Just a reminder of how hard this mod truly is and how much harder it is from base Valheim. To start off, the thing you guys are going to notice right away is tons of different types of animals, and each animal being, well, a couple things. Very powerful. None of them have 0 stars, meaning none of them are level 0 or level 1. They all have at least 1 star, and that means that a lot of them are bigger. They may look a little bit different, but also a lot of them have these attributes. They may be quick, or they may be regenerating, or they may be lightning infused, a whole bunch of different things. They can be elemental infused, they can be quick, they can be regenerating, which we'll get into each one of those effects and how it affects us. They can be armored, and they can also be a combination of multiple, as well as having the stars packed on top of it, which can make things like boars and necks in the starter area insanely more difficult and give us a much harder even just start. And as we progress into the game, it does not get easier, it gets much harder. Starting off, the plan was just to build a small starter area and get some weapons. And I also want to mention that my friend Nathan, who organized the mod pack, as well as a few others, will be joining us on and off as we play. Just when they're on, when I'm on, we'll do stuff together. When I'm just on by myself, I'll do stuff solo. That's just how it'll be. But me and Nathan were together for the start of the server, and the other people will be joining us later. So for now, me and Nathan just needed to get a starter shack set up, get a couple weapons, and try and gauge what we're going to be dealing with. Nathan had played this mod pack before and had tested it out a little bit, but to me, this was completely new, and I had to get my bearings. Now, while we were able to set up a decent little shack pretty easily without any problem and get some weapons, it was not long before we started seeing the impact of the mods that we had downloaded and the difficulty of what we had challenged ourselves to.
I got 3 health. I got 3 health. I got 3 health. I got 3 health.
Yeah, I have 4. I got hit by a regenerating boar. Pull out a torch. Pull out a torch.
I don't have a torch right now. Hold on, let me build one.
Hit him again. Hit him again. Oh my god.
Bro is speeding on y'all.
Nathan, run.
We can go closer to the mountain if you want to see if we can get like.
Yeah, well, we can set up camp for the night here. But yeah, for base, we should probably go closer to the mountain and stay on the water.
Yeah. Here, let me just.
Oh my fucking god, where did you come from?
Break this, get some wood. Little boat, what the fuck is that? It's a new part of the mod.
I'm sorry, does an aggressive deer not attack?
No, because they're a passive creature.
Okay,
so
see, I thought that would make it aggressive.
Oh. That's the only thing. If they're like, oh.
Holy sh... We had a 3-star curious boy.
Yeah, Alex, you want to make a little boat? Or a rowing canoe?
I would like to kill this fucker first. Oh, fuck, I just sent my spear. He hits for 22. At this point, I was finally starting to understand what this playthrough was going to be like. We did succeed in building a small shelter and some basic weapons, as well as experimenting with some of the mods that we had downloaded, other than the ones that are affecting the creatures. However, things like Greylings, one of the most insignificant threats in all of Valheim, was actually quite terrifying and dangerous if it spawned with either too many stars, attributes that were difficult to deal with, or in some cases, both. Normally, in Valheim, you try and play smart and not take too many hits during fights, but as you will see in this mod pack, there really is no living through getting hit by most of these creatures, and if you do, you better not mess up again, because you're not living through 2 hits from anything that is from the current progression biome you're in. With this knowledge moving forward, though, we were definitely going to have to try and get some better weapons, maybe even things from further down the line biomes, and so I headed to the Black Forest to see what I could find in there while Nathan started setting up more of our shelter.
Let's see if I can find like a dungeon that's on the outside that I'll go into.
Damn it, I just got died to fuck. I just got stoned.
Holy shit, that rock did 20 damage.
There are so many things! Oh, I'm definitely... There's no way I live through this. Why will nothing attack each other? Okay, so in the series so far, I already had a lot of death under my belt and a few learning experiences. And I was going to have a lot more to come. Many, many more to come. But I had succeeded in my plan, which was to go get core wood from the Black Forest. I did die a few times, but I did get it. Now, why would we need core wood this early in the game? Well, I have a little trick to try and keep us alive, and it involves rolling around some logs. While I'm sure pretty much everybody that plays Valheim knows this, it isn't really in the base Valheim learning guide that you can roll logs into each other, including birch trees, to break them into fine wood before obtaining a bronze axe, and if you also have core wood, that would also allow you to build a fine wood bow. And this would probably be our only chance at killing anything in the meadows or even damaging anything from the Black Forest. And so I made me and Nathan a fine wood bow. I upgraded mine a little bit, and I got us some flame arrows as well as some regular arrows. And while doing that, Nathan explored our surrounding area, got us some food, and just did general preparing for the first boss. After Nathan was done making our food, I was done making our bows, it was time to test our luck with the first boss. Now, why would we be testing our luck? Well, it turns out, as I've already mentioned in the video, that these attributes and star levels don't only apply to regular creatures of Valheim, but they also apply to the bosses. The bosses actually have their own set of attributes that they can have that can make them a lot harder and make them as bosses significantly more terrifying. For example, when Nathan was testing this mod, he got a 4-star bone mass that also happened to be a summoner, and he said that the best weapons that he could get his hands on, he couldn't even visibly see the health bar going down, and it was spawning tons and tons of creatures around him, because as you guys know, bone mass throws creatures, but this one was also summoning stronger creatures to its side to help it fight, and Nathan just had to leave it in his world. There was no way for him to kill it. He had to go find another bone mass spawner and spawn another one, and even that one he couldn't kill. So every time that we spawn a boss in this playthrough, we really have to hope that there's a chance of at least killing it and that we don't get super unlucky with what spawns. And this was really important for the first boss because we had no known location of where we would be able to spawn it at. So if this boss was impossible for us to kill, it would put our progression to a halt in an instant. I thought I just spawned 2 by accident.
I would have fucking killed you. Oh, it's gonna summon other stuff.
Oh, they're all based though. That's not... Okay, 1-star summoner with what we have available is not that bad. He is quite big.
Oh no.
He is also still gonna hit like a 1-star Eitr. Oh!
I died.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
You weren't even fighting
Right
Eitr.
No, I got ganged up on by all of the extra fucking Grey Doors.
I just died to a fucking dark horn boy.
You kidding me?
I have no stam. I got 2 stag breakers.
Really?
Yeah.
You wanna toss me? Oh, I got fucking 3. Jesus.
Did you get a trophy?
Yeah, I got the trophy, and I got 3 antlers.
I also got a trophy.
That's sick.
Okay. But I'll put mine down here. We can take yours back to the house. Okay, so just about 2 hours in, we had just slain the first boss, and we had also died and learned a lot, especially me, because I had never played this mod before. But also, on top of that, we had a small camp set up for now, and little did we know it. I will pull this document up on the screen now, but what we got from the boss was not just regular stag breakers. We actually got a boss drop, which was kind of rare, and it actually was going to help us a lot to keep up with the difficulty of what we were playing. You guys also might have noticed that we got 2 trophies, as well as 5 stag breakers, which is not normal at all in what I thought we were going to get. But what we didn't realize, I guess, going into this is that while having everything be high level is very dangerous and makes the game much harder on the side of combat, the side of harvesting actually gets quite a bit easier. You kill 1 deer and you have enough hide for the first entire starting section of the game because it's a 3-star deer. So while this is one of the most insanely hard mod packs for combat that I have ever played, because you literally can't get hit or you die, it is kind of cool that it's paid back to us in a way of we get pretty much unlimited resources. Not unlimited, but like the resource gathering is so much easier on this, so we can focus more on the combat, more on the progression, and more on the hard stuff, and we get kind of a little bit of a break. So you guys will get to see us use those stag breakers next episode. So far, we have played 2 hours, 20 minutes, and 35 seconds. Now that does include some time of going back to base and messing with a little bit of other stuff, but I'm going to keep track of how long it takes us to do each thing, because normally I can kill Eitr in, I don't know, 5, 10, probably not actually 5 or 10 minutes, but I can definitely kill it in under 20 minutes. You can kill it with campfires, no deaths, pretty easily in base Valheim. So seeing that the first one alone took us over 2 hours is pretty insane, and that will just get more insane as we get into the harder, deeper bosses. Also, next time we'll have some other people joining us, some people who are more new to Valheim, and watching their experiences is kind of funny, so I hope you guys stick around for that. If you guys enjoyed the video, I am currently trying to make it to 2,000 subscribers, and if you could help me get there, that would mean a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys stick around for the rest of the series, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.